What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today, Brian has to fix his gas tank, which we already took out of his car. Brian's car is coming together splendidly. See, you got the engine in it. If you guys missed the last one, they did that. Agnell's car, they're cutting pieces off, they're repairing it. But before he welds the gas tank, I have to bring that to inspection tomorrow because I tried pulling it with the truck and it was very sketchy. It did not work, so we are doing that tomorrow. You have to put a tire on Michaela's wheel. When I mean Brian, because these aren't fun to mount. So let's go bust his balls while he tries to do that. Timing ya.
Why would you do that? I'm not rushing. Just cut off
Sumo, you know how to change a tire? Sumo, you've been avoiding me.
You know what you're doing, Donald?
No, but thankfully Brian does.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I did work at Townford, but I retired from there.
Yeah. You delivered the tires. You never even changed
Still, I still worked there. Would you drink a Coca-Cola if it wasn't for the driver? No. You wouldn't. For me, people wouldn't have tires. Can you help them, please? Oh my goodness. Like that, guys, there it is. I did it. Thanks for the assistance, Brian, overlooking me in the process of doing it. Don't breathe that in. So what Brian is doing is preparing to weld the tank, but I told him I don't want to be around when he's doing it because I've seen a lot of reels of people go flying, or it could crumple and like suck in. But we're hoping that doesn't happen. So Brian suspects that there hasn't been fuel in this tank in over 10 years.
I didn't say that.
That's safe to say though, right?
I mean, I don't know about 10 years, but I think it's been a very long time. You see the dust coming out of it?
I know.
There hasn't been any liquid in this tank for a long time.
It was quite dry. So the reason why Brian has to weld this is because some little shithead kid was shooting his BB gun and shot the tank.
It's unbelievable.
We were a kid at one point, Brian. We would have done that.
You're right.
We would have done that. Shoot the gas tank. Let's watch this thing blow up. Another one right there. There's a third one. Oh, a little
tiny. I don't know what's going on with that.
Good thing that this is a 13 gas tank, because if it was a 14, he would be plastic welding it, because those are plastic. Be careful.
Nervous, dude.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. We'll do this together, Brian. We'll go to the hospital together.
All right, we're good to go.
OSHA approved, Bri, with the propane.
It wasn't a problem. There wasn't one problem, and I don't want to hear you crying unless there's a problem.
I know. Could have
been
been
a problem. Tell me, oh Brian, that was a bad
It might be
idea.
too late.
Tell me when it's
Accidents over now.
Put it back in.
So Brian can put his gas tank in after we clean it, and then his chassis harness is a whole situation. We gotta put this in the car. So I'm gonna take all this loom off, try to clean it up a little bit. Maybe if he wants to get rid of stuff, he could. We'll just strip it, and then he could decide. But he's looking for some tape on his phone, and then his gas tank is out here, and you're applying acetone to it, or what chemical are you using?
Rustmort
Rustmort.
in the spray bottle. You gotta keep spraying till the bottle's empty. Fuck it. I filled the whole thing.
Yeah, but you're not even doing anything.
Brian's
It's coated.
gonna spray the bottle? Brian's gonna brush it, he said. We're gonna apply this and then Brian's gonna brush it and then we'll wash it off and then
Put it in the car.
do it again and then see how it does.
That's fine.
Look at it. It looks
We'll
brand new.
SC1 that on when it's in the car.
Yeah.
The bottom.
Look at the muck though on the plastic.
Do you think we can put the gas tank in back in, Bri?
I gotta weld the
Yeah,
patch.
you gotta weld the inside.
That's what I was doing. Why do you think I was cleaning the trunk out? You were yelling at me.
All right, if I could give you guys one big giant piece of advice, I know I'm not the best at giving you advice. Don't, spend the extra buck. Buy a nice S chassis. Spend the extra buck. Save up for a little more,
When have you ever done that?
Never. One is amazing. I spent the extra buck on that. This is terrible investment. I'm poor because I decided. I don't even want to think about it, but Brian knows because he was there for both of them.
That's how it is. When the paint job costs more than the car, it hurts a little.
Yeah, when your bucket seat costs more than the car, there's a problem. We are the problem.
No, but well.
You can look at it either way, you know? Take a little time, make it fucking nice.
We're never gonna get our money back. You know? Who's out there spending 50 grand on these cars? Oh, I'll just take that one for 50 grand. Nobody.
We do
Keep it forever.
Why do we? Why do we?
50 grand.
No, close.
50 grand for
If you
what?
fucking added it up,
For
you'd have a lot of money.
Think about it.
50 grand for what?
Think about it.
I
That's
stopped adding it.
that's
I
yeah.
know more.
It's
Say
easily
anybody
30.
with any project car. 50 grand is easy.
It's with no paint on your car. That piece of shit, that's 40 grand. That's a down payment on
We're
a
talking
house.
cars that are a piece of shit
I had
cars.
20
Yeah.
grand in my car
There's
2-3 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. You
the amount of
easily.
people in this country that have
Crazy
$50,000 into cars that they can only sell for $900 is unbelievable.
900.
What fucking car are you
So
talking
many
about?
people got hundreds and thousands of dollars
That's muscle
of
cars.
just parts sitting that they never put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Yeah, you'll get that. A lot of people, they just part out.
That's why you just got to keep going. Go
Keep-
deeper. Deeper.
Keep
into the-
digging. Brian bought some Tessa tape, so I'm slowly, you know, re-luming it because this is what was previously on it. Definitely looks a little more tidy. James had this piece that he just cut out of his 240 recently, and Brian needs this piece right here. Can I just bend it off, Bri?
No! Do not bend that. Stop!
Brian's, if you look at it in comparison, somebody did that. Why? I don't know. He has to replace that whole piece there. All loomed up. Now to put it in the car. Grab that side, I'll grab this side.
I get this box mounted first because
It'll
it
move.
might scratch up everything.
So let's just skip to the good part and the fun part of us scratching Brian's car. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Of running the whole harness. Oh, first scratch. Cut out. Kira's welding it in back here. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Shout out, Jimmy O.
James.
Always saving the day. We have the chassis harness. We have the fuse box here. Running this way into the chassis, and then Brian's gonna have to get creative because somebody cut the lip off here where you would normally tuck the harness in the wheel well. It's common. You guys, people that own S chassis, gotta put your harness up here so when you have fat meat on your tires or big wheels or a lot of angle, it doesn't hit. Brian's back here plugging along, welding her up, tacking her up. Stuff. You should get in there. Sit in there.
I want to.
You're on a stool.
The jack stand's a little skinny.
That's okay. Put a wheel under it. Tomorrow I have a better plan for the Cima, for the inspection, which you guys will see. So we'll pick up on this video in the AM. Alright guys, we are back the next morning and I had an epiphany. Genius idea. Okay, why don't I just take the truck, the trailer, and Aunt follows me in the Cima. So that's what we did. We're like right down the street from the DMV. We're just gonna load it up down the street and pull into the DMV. Likely trailered the car there the whole way. What they don't know won't hurt them. So we're gonna load this up because we're on a time crunch. So we basically cheated the DMV. But let's see if we can pass the test. It's hard to cheat that one. All right, well after almost 5 hours of sitting in that line, we are about to be up next. It's a lot of paperwork. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous for this. Basically, for my state, Connecticut state inspection, this is required before you register a vehicle. So they're gonna put the car on a lift, check underneath it, ball joints, suspension components, leaks. The tires need to be good. Make sure all the blinkers work, horns, fluids, etc. So fingers are crossed here, people. I couldn't pick a better car to like bring through inspection and be confident about passing. To leave me a thumbs up in the video for good luck, I would greatly appreciate that. I hope I don't have to come back here because this took a long time. You have to pay every time for every test. All right, well, the guy likes the car so far. He's laughing at it. I hope that's a good sign. They said something about the tires. They're like, damn, those are skinny tires. Well, if I kept the tires that were on it, I would have failed. Yeah, we'll be good. We're gonna pass this, trust. All right, guys, well, that didn't go according to plan. Psych. Okay, back on the trailer just to go down the road to take it off because the truck can't pull it. But we passed the damn inspection and that's all that matters. Look at that. No punched. Last thing, this thing's gonna be on a trailer, I'll tell you that. We've unloaded and loaded this thing 4 times in the past 24 hours. It's unbelievable. Shout out James for letting us use the trailer. And yeah, let's get back to the shop so we can now rip the Cima apart and do stuff that the state doesn't allow. So we're just cheating the system here all day, people. It's gonna get good. This car is gonna be good, and it's gonna be low, I'll tell you that. Back to the shop. Just like that, we're back. Cima made it back. Say tonight we could probably strip the car of the parts that we are replacing, and then yeah, just put on jack stands and start ripping it apart.
Make it immobile.
It's gonna be immobile, and no one's gonna be able to leave or enter the shop until it is done.
Exactly.
So if Brian wants to drive his car, help me fix mine. Dagnell wants to move his car, you gotta help me fix the
Same
Cima.
thing.
I'll take parts off their car if they allow me to. I don't care. So before we bring this thing inside for some much needed improvements, let's see if it'll do a proper burnout. The wheel doesn't lock on this side. Spinning on what side?
That side.
This side?
This side.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, is this side? Try that again.
Don't smoke his tire.
What?
Don't smoke his tire.
Almost drifted.
Did it?
Yeah, I was drifting it. You seen it, Eddie, right? Watch that front end for me. Am I good, Eddie? Alright, we gotta pull her inside. Dag, now I owe you a little bit of tread. So there's a lot to talk about and there's little time to talk about it. So essentially what we have to do is the car and jack stands. And you guys probably know the rest. First mod. What's normally the first mod, Eddie, to any vehicle?
Wheel suspensions.
And I only have one of those 2 things.
I don't have any of it.
Yeah, we don't have
We
that.
don't have wheels or
No.
suspension.
Yeah, but we will
We will.
Monday.
Monday.
But we could get ahead of the game, take the car apart, assess the car. Before we do that, one more thing. Isn't that a sight?
How many cans?
208 cans. And no place for Dagnell to put his Coors Light. That ain't allowed in this cooler. If he wants a refrigerator, you gotta put it over there. Can't mix the product. Oh, little celebratory. This to get the... Someone turn my temperature down? Imagine I turn it up and they'll all freeze.
Do they?
They will freeze, yeah. Remember I froze Dagnell's beer that time?
He did get very tight, yeah.
Here it is, Noka, Breezy. If you guys haven't tried it yet, you gotta wake up. Okay, it's 2024. The weather is getting nice. You want one, Eddie?
I don't drink, sorry.
It's okay. We're working on a non-alcoholic one. Anyways, we're gonna jack this thing up right now and we're just gonna get right into it. My bad.
Like my eyes.
We got some of the parts laid out on the table. We'll talk about it here in a second. Car's jacked up. We can return the wheels back to Dagnell. And yeah, we'll start ripping the suspension out of it. But first, we gotta do a dump run. Keep in mind, Eddie's on the back of the gate. Basically, to run you guys quick, what we have here, brake lines, 350Z, upgraded front rotors, so it allows me for a bigger surface area for braking. We have ball joints, we have tie rod ends. These are for the sway bar end links, ABS S14 front hubs with the knuckles, and then we have the top hats for the coils that we have not got in yet. So over here we have a set of Z32 front and rear, freshly rebuilt. Aunt did this while I was on vacation, but see, these will mount up right to the car. So before we can get into that, we got to take off the old shit. So let's just start ripping that stuff off. Stock brakes, don't need that. We do, however, need to use the ABS sensor, so we have to be careful when removing that, draining the brake fluid. But Aunt has to take the back seats out because one's already out. These do move. Look at that. The rear seats recline, which is kind of a good thing, but not a good thing when trying to remove them. So there's like little clips that you said, like under it.
Yeah, you gotta like pinch them. They go in here.
So then,
Both ends and pull up.
then you unbolt the
I'm
back seat.
assuming, I don't know. We're getting there.
He didn't find no information.
You ain't find nothing on this car. There's a Facebook group. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Yeah, we might need to join that group. But we have to take the seats out because we need to take out the like little partial tray or to an S14. Very similar. This is all, once I have the parts out, we can compare them. They're very similar. Going on back here. Braking clips.
No, nothing broke, surprisingly.
You can get that out.
Yeah, you're gonna get that out from behind the seats that were bolted to that.
Oh no, you couldn't have without taking the seats out.
No.
Don't whack your head. God damn. Look at that contraption.
For now, we'll have to move them. Yeah, maybe we'll.
Yeah, maybe
extract
call
them.
Darren up and we can have him extract the seats.
I'm sweating.
That's a little hot.
That was a workout. I'm not gonna lie.
Pulling up on 2 bolts.
See, my back is sweating.
I have a knot in my back. My whole.
I felt that before. I think it's because we were sitting at the DMV for so long.
So they put the strut bar right under this bolt. So you got to take that out in order to get to that last.
Did you tell them what's going on here?
I kind of ran them through the parts a little bit more.
Like what's factory on the car, and what we're doing an S chassis conversion.
Yeah, but I basically told them it's like an S chassis already.
It's very similar, but has that
Drop
muckle.
some knowledge on it, man. Tell them the facts.
I don't know a complete story on them. I don't really know. But basically, these are this munkle.
It is interesting how the knuckle.
But the
is,
suspension is very similar to an S chassis.
The only difference is, I believe, because we're gonna have to cut the sway bar because the sway
Yep.
bar is a little longer.
That's what Mike said. So we're running S14 ABS knuckle, S14 ABS hub, S14 ball joint, S14 coil, and then an S14 outer tie rod.
Compatible,
Yeah.
which is super cool. Basically, an S14 it is, but it isn't. Like
Yep.
some stuff works. You have to change some stuff, but
We're learning as we go, drastically, but we'll see.
I know Brian tells me not to throw parts away, but these struts are going in the scrap pile as soon as they're out. Or should I keep them? Maybe?
Might have to take the tension rod off.
Once it's out. It's like echoing in my ear.
Does your ear like
Oh my
crazy?
god, it's still ringing. My ear is still ringing.
Yep. Wow, that's a unit.
Oh my god, it's so heavy. It's so heavy. Jeez. 40 pounds. Jeez. So it's so weird how, because if you need a strut for your car, good luck. Gotta take this
Yeah.
whole off. Got a knuckle.
Well, it probably comes with the knuckle. So like in Japan, parts store or something.
Yeah, but think
Probably not cheap though.
if anyone out there in Japan, if grandmas are watching or whoever,
Just do an S14 conversion.
just do S14 like we're about to do. Control arms out, tension rods disconnected, hubs off, struts out. Now, the front lowers, we have to take these ball joints out so then we could paint them, press the new ones in, press these out, and then clean them up. Who is that? Who is that out there with a joint in his mouth? He's driving and
familiar.
smoking? Huh?
Familiar.
Who's pulling up hot like that? Good evening. Do you guys need help unloading tires? Bri, how were the tire change?
Fantastic. Can you get that?
Yeah, I could. I'm just asking how you're.
It's fine.
I had a good day too, Bri. Thanks for asking.
Brian's fine. I touch your dirty hands. Nah.
I got it. Damn, these are gonna look good on my Cima.
Just that?
Hey, Brian just dropped off my new wheels.
I wonder what spec these are.
They're big. Nothing to see here. We're just test fitting, son.
That tire.
Oh my God, Bri, we gotta make.
What spec is that?
We gotta make some overs for this. That's a.
We're making changes right now. It don't fit her car either, even though she got 55 mil overs. We got the wrong.
You need more camber.
No, we're gonna fucking reverse mount the face. I know it's gonna look doofy. I don't
No,
really care.
I'll trade you mine.
What spec is yours?
Better than that.
Is it 15?
I don't tell my specs. I don't tell my specs.
I will trade you a pair of yours.
Talk about that, but besides that, Brian went to inspection today. 7 hours we were there for.
That's unbelievable. And first of all,
But we got it done.
you for saying that I didn't ask you how your day was, because I talked to you on the phone earlier.
I know, but you were here. You're like, grab a wheel, grab a wheel. I had a good day
You
too,
said
Brian.
you need help, and I said grab a wheel, and then you wanted to fucking yammer on where I couldn't close the tailgate because the wheel was still sitting there.
We passed inspection. I had a good day. I'm glad you did too.
That's a big.
And now,
big win.
because now we are able to do
Listen,
such as what we're doing.
Connecticut title, that's good.
That's huge.
It's in the works.
It's
in the works.
no, it's the hard part is I would say done.
Hardest part.
The front is done. The rear seats, Brian. Oh my God! Look, you don't do this stuff at work. Look at those rear
I'm so
seats.
sick of listening.
You don't do this at work.
so sick of listening.
Reclining rear seats.
I took the
You don't gotta
headliner
deal with
out of a
that.
Volkswagen Atlas today, so shut up.
It has framing, seat belts. How was it to take out, Ant?
So what?
For my first time, I don't think it was that bad. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, where's Brian now when I need him?
I know.
Not
He
like
wouldn't do exactly how to pull
It's
him
not
out.
that. I just know that you just get it done, whatever it takes.
We'll challenge you with the partial tray, cause that's it.
It's a parcel.
Partial. P-A-R-T-I-A-L.
A package.
Partial.
Package tray, they also call
Depends
it.
how you
Speaker tray.
It depends
Partial.
everyone.
Those are two different fucking words.
Partial.
boys.
It depends the accent you have. People say I have an accent. I don't have an accent. Everyone says I have a New York accent.
You don't have an accent, you just say coffee weird. And Connecticut is an interesting place. We're right next to Boston,
New England.
York,
The Pilgrims came over here.
Jersey, Rhode Island. They all sound different, and we're smack in the middle of all these fools. We sound the coolest, I think.
The Pilgrims came over here, banged all the people, and that's why they without consent. And then
That has fucking nothing to do with anything.
so we pressed the old ball joints out, the new ones. What are these? S14?
Yeah, just has 14 front.
Probably gonna take off the rear coil tonight and
Caliper.
the brakes,
Yeah.
and we'll be good. Alright, you want some rear brakes?
Y33 rear caliper.
Rear caliper.
I'll take them.
Well, now the smoke has cleared. We cleaned up a bit. The only thing left to do really to have it like stripped to what we need in preparation of the other parts is the partial tray out and the 2 bolts for the strut. Brakes are removed. The front, all stripped of everything.
Besides the outer tie rod. We won't touch that yet.
Good progress on this today, and I will say this now. Everything came off very nicely, like melted butter. Nothing snapped. It was a dream. Brian's been over here. He's been grinding. Oh wow, yeah, that looks fucking good. Seemed like he replaced that last night. Brian, what do we think of the piece of metal we put in?
It's in there.
It looks really nice. It looks kind of too good.
That's crazy because I rushed the shit out of it.
And Brian
did
rushed
not give a shit how much it worked or whatever.
Brian's very humble. When, he tried. He wanted. And if there's an emergency in the shop, all the cars are fucked. Because the Cima,
It ain't getting moved.
you ain't moving it.
We'll drag it.
Michaela's hair van is having heavy issues. To diagnose it. What are you doing? She's running.
We're doing great.
It's running.
Barely.
Yeah, it sounds like it's misfiring a little bit.
Shaking heavily.
Yes, it is shaking. It sounds like it's misfiring. So today was a success. We got the Cima CT legal. Now we just need to register it, which is cake, because they don't need to see it. Everything that we took off of the car. And then in the next one, we will compare it. Big brakes, the stock brakes, much bigger, and all the bushings, ball joints, and brake stuff. And it's gonna look really good. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know what you think of the Cima. Inspection is over, and now I can finally move forward on what I want to do. Someone's doing donuts in the lot. In the circle. Oh my God. On that note, if everybody could stop messaging me, telling me to turn this thing to a drift car, please stop, because I might just do it. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.